You ready for the swearing in? Where would you like me to start? Anywhere?
Feel yours.
So, you, Google Horse. Yes, please. I'll say it out loud. Swear or affirm that you will diligently, faithfully, and to the best of your ability execute according to the law of office of counselor, thank you, for the village of Stirling. And if you would like, you can say, so help me God, or you can cross that, I can cross that if you like. Okay. And just sworn before me today, in the village of Stirling on October 29th, 2025. And then you can sign. Thank you. Scott Burton. You swear or affirm that you will diligently, faithfully, and to the best of your ability execute according to the law of office of council for Stirling.
I do.
Okay.
So
And sworn.
we're getting this.
Yes. And sworn for me. Yes, I can just. You, Justin Davis, swear or affirm that you will diligently, faithfully, and to the best of your ability execute according to the law of office of council for Stirling.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Fill that out. If you get, I need you to. I know, right? First I swear at you, and now I do that. You, Matthew Foss, swear or affirm that you will diligently, faithfully, and to the best of your ability execute according to the law of office of council for Stirling.
Yeah. I said choked until last time. Usually I only swear by the sun and the moon and stars.
See if I can blue that next
Good quote.
time.
Reference, yeah. Oh, voice to man.
Yeah.
I'll look into that far too much. It's not September.
Thank you.
You signed it.
I signed it. I do that. Thank you. Thank you.
About her.
Stacy swore in already before she left on the Friday. With that done, I will call this meeting to order, the organizational meeting of October 29th. Before us is an agenda. I will move adoption of the agenda. And we have some items for discussion. So first item of discussion is the Village of Stirling Corporate Handbook for pecuniary interested in municipals councilors handbook. I assume everybody read it, and we covered this quite steadily in council orientation. So we'll move on to the appointment of the mayor. And at this time, I would like to open the floor for calls for nomination for the position of mayor.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I would just like to say that although I did get the popular vote, I would like to, and typically that involves being the mayor, I would like to take the time to learn for a year, learn the ropes before I actually take on that role. And I would actually like to nominate Scott Barton to be mayor for a year, and then hopefully with the support of council, you know, with our next organizational meeting, maybe we can make some changes and I can fall into that role if we find it's a good fit. So I'd like to nominate Scott Barton for mayor.
We have one nomination on the floor. Are there any other nominations? Call hearing none. Put forward a motion for Scott Barton for mayor. All those in favor? Carried. Scott Barton is now officially the mayor of the Village of Stirling, and I will defer the rest of the agenda to him.
Congratulations.
Condolences.
Okay, the next item of business is appointment of deputy mayor. And I would like to make that motion if I could.
Yep.
I'd like to nominate Stacy Maines as the deputy mayor. With the intent that hopefully she can go through the learning curve, of becoming a municipal councillor and being able to coordinate with provincial and local agencies. And hopefully, as she's finishes that up, that she's ready with it at her next organizational meeting to be made. So all in favor, or do we call for extra?
You can call for additional if there's any other
Is
nominations.
there any other nomination? Okay, all those in favor. The next item of business is council meeting times. They are outlined in your agenda. And so the motion that has been outlined, I'll read, that the Village of Stirling Council hold regular council meetings on the first and third Wednesday of each month, beginning at 7 p.m. And the Village of Stirling Municipal Planning, do we do that as well?
We do that.
Okay. Planning Commission as required on the first Wednesday of each month, beginning at 6:30 p.m. And the Village of Stirling Committee of the Whole as required on the third Wednesday of each month, beginning at 6:30 p.m. Does that fit? I mean, I understood that Wednesdays was the meeting.
I prefer Wednesdays.
Okay, so we're all good with those. Stacy, are you good with those? Okay. So could we have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
So Justin has moved the motion. All those in favor, please manifest. Thank you, Jess. Sorry. That's all good. Okay, the next area is our legislative board and committee appointments. They're outlined here. If you're, I don't know if they're up there as well, but it's hard for you guys to see. So the first one that is listed on that list is the Assessment Review Board. And as I understand it, we have a contract with Old Man River Regional Services Commission to provide those services for the village. And so that they are appointed as our assessment review.
That's correct.
Just for information, in the past, we have had people who have volunteered for that. And so I don't think we need to do anything, but I am one of the people on the assessment review board.
Because with that, you require specific training.
We're allowed to have one sitting councillor on the board at any time.
So do we need to appoint that to that position?
I don't think so. That was just for information. Yeah. So we do have some representation in the region board. Just
So the next area is the Municipal Planning Commission, or NPC. My understanding is everyone on council sits on that committee. So that would consist of all 5 of us. And then they review, I guess, the development applications and subdivision applications.
Subdivision applications come into council. They review the
Okay.
so just Yep.
So we go through all of this and then do a motion, correct?
Yeah.
So the next one is Regional Subdivision and Development Appeal Board. This is 2 members of the community are chosen and appointed to this, and those 2 members are Carla Cox. That's what happens when you get old. And Ray Smith. And now, do we need to appoint a council member?
No. We have 2 sitting members that both wish to remain and both have the training.
So we're good to move on. The next is the Emergency Management Committee. This is the County of Warner Regional Emergency Partnership. And we have one individual that we appoint to that.
Yeah, we'll need one council member appointed to that.
So is there any council member interested? Okay. Stacy, are you interested at all? In the Emergency Management Committee with the County of Warner?
Yes, but also Nicole can do it as well too, but are we gonna go through them all and say which ones we're interested and then come back to them, or how are we gonna go through this?
So as we get to them, if you're interested, just let us know, and then we'll add you, and we'll just do one motion accepting all those appointments to those legislative boards.
Okay, but do we appoint more than one to this? Can we?
You need one, but you can always appoint an alternate as well.
So as you'll read that back to us as we.
Yeah.
Okay. The next is the Intermunicipal Collaboration Framework, or ICF Committee. I'm assuming that's with the County of Warner.
Yes.
And it looks like there's two counselors that sit on that committee.
And unfortunately, it will come up on 2027.
So the ICS.
Yeah, I went through this last time. It was so exciting. I've just been dying to go back and experience that again. So I'm happy to put my name forward.
Are you? Is there anyone else dying to participate in that? Should you?
Too.
Yeah. Never until I'm hard.
And so that committee
Yeah, once it comes up for renewal, we'll have to do some work.
So the last one in this category is the Joint Use Planning Agreement. And explain that to me.
So it's an agreement we would have with Westwood School Division. It's basically done. I'm just hammering out the use agreement. So theoretically, we could have some council appointments, but we've already agreed to all of the terms for the planning component. And we're in alignment with the other communities within the region of Westwood. So it's just now a matter of the use component that we're working on with Darren.
Okay, so now, is there a continuation of a committee associated with?
Honestly, we never actually struck a committee, just stayed at the administrative level. So we're gonna bring the agreement back before council. So really, we could strike this one if council wanted to, or we can assign two members and I can bring them up to speed as to where we're at. But no, their board and our council members never met. We just kept it amongst the CAOs, the administrators, and we worked collaboratively as a group to hammer out an agreement.
So why don't we appoint two individuals and then if we need to disband it, then we can.
Yep.
That'd be fine. Are you interested in that, Stacy?
Yep.
At this point, I would be as well.
Okay.
Anyone else? Okay, so I think we've gone through that first segment, which is legislative board and committees. So maybe if one of you could read it back.
Yeah.
And we know what we're missing.
So we'll have a motion to approve legislative board committees with the assessment review board being ORSC. We will have council as the sitting NPC. For SDAB, we'll have Carla Mather-Cox and Ray Smith. Emergency Management Committee will be Councillor Nicole Norris as the primary with Deputy Mayor Stacey Maines as the alternate. The ICF Committee will be Councillor Foss and Councillor Davis, and the Joint Use Planning Agreement will be Mayor Barton and Deputy Mayor Maines.
So all in favor of the motion? So now we're going to the council standing committees and internal committee appointments. So the motion reads, or the resolution, to approve the following council standing committee, inter-committee appointments, internal committee appointments, as well as including the community appointments for Community Events Committee, the Library, and Tourism and Economic Development. So the first committee is the Events Committee. Not sure who sat on. I give you
That was,
Gary and Trevor.
Andy and Trevor. And so both of them then are available. Is there
They were
anyone
sitting as council members.
as council
Yes.
on the committee? And the rest of the committee is Mike Heyman, Carmen McKell, Flanagan, Sandra Nielsen, and Jenna Smith.
Sandra recently resigned. That'll be coming at the next committee meeting. So it'll be Jenna Smith, Karma McClanahan, and Montgomery. Yeah.
So Sandra is basically crossed out.
Yes.
Okay. So are there two counselors that would like to sit on that committee?
I will, but we're gonna have to move my mother, I guess. Right?
Yeah.
Unless there's two other people that want to do it.
So if we put Stacy and Nicole,
please,
please.
if you so.
So the next committee is the library board. And there's also two counselors that sit on that. With community members, Cordana Bingham, Rosa Lynn Berkeley, Vanetta Cooper, Rhonda Oldham, Melissa Olson, Sharon McDonald, Laura Thompson, and Crystal Wild. So are there any?
So I was on that board. Currently we're working through sort of an overhaul. I'm happy to stay on there. We had at one point two counselors, but really it was for one and an alternate. Typically, was what we had.
One alternate. Is there anyone interested in sitting on that or being the other?
I'll do it.
So Stacy? So we have Stacy and Matt. That board. The next one is the Tourism and Economic Development Committee. And sitting on that committee are two counselors with board members Evan Barr, Ron Board, Sandra Nielsen, and Josh Shockey. Now, I was on that committee as a community member, so I would like to stay on that committee. Is there another counselor that would like to participate? And Nicole indicated she would be the second. Anyone else interested in that? So that concludes the council standing committees and internal committee appointments. We need to have a motion for that. So is there anyone prepared to, Matt, us, let's make that motion. So all those in favor of the motion? Okay, carried. It's the long ones, right? Oh, yeah. Big-
So we're supposed to do that anymore? Really?
I don't know.
I thought it was,
Yeah.
Cemetery in here.
Further down.
yeah,
It's in here.
Yeah, it's just,
Great.
yeah,
I just said in that part.
yeah, no, it's included in this part here.
So, and that's the part we're going to next, is external boards and committee appointments. The first one is Chief Mountain Regional Solid Waste Commission. And
Sorry.
I can read it. So Gary Pickman was the counselor that was going to those meetings with Matt Foss as the alternate last year. Is there anyone interested in solid waste management?
Well, sure. I can take that one.
Yes. So do we need an alternate? We should.
Ideally, we should, yeah.
Okay, I would do that as an alternate. Yeah, we need to balance this so it's fair. And so we're trying to. The next, anyone else wanting solid waste before I jump? Stacy? Not
I'm
a
good.
taker?
I'm all right.
Next one is the Chinook Arts Regional Library. Chinook Arts Regional Library Systems. So on this, we have a counselor and then an alternate counselor as well. Anyone interested?
I was on that board. I'm willing to give it up if someone else wants to. They provide a pretty good dinner.
So Matt, you did like, you don't feel that that's like a good one to be on when you're on the library, or no, they don't?
Well, Counselor Davis was on the library board and then wasn't when there was a hiring.
Yeah.
And so this stayed with.
Oh, I
Chinook
see.
Arts.
Okay.
Um,
So would you like me to, I can do that one if no one
Sure.
else wants to, but if you want to, Justin, you can stay with it.
I'll just be the alternate.
Okay.
Then we'll put Stacy in as the counselor rep and Justin as the alternate. The next one is Community Futures Lethbridge. Gary Bickman was the counselor there. That does tie into economic development.
It does.
So I'd be willing to sit on that, or it kind of ties in with the committee. Or is there anyone else interested in that?
No future in community.
No. So the next one is the Family and Community Support Services. And so that has the counselor and the alternate too.
Yes.
And that's Fairjury Court, correct?
Yeah.
Family and Community. And Stacy did promise that there would be a good counselor go to this. But you have any recommendations, Stacy?
So I will give a heads up to this group, just so you're aware. Typically, they meet the same night as our council meeting, just before council. So, which poses a bit of a conflict with work for me.
Useful.
Thank you.
So Nicole. And it's an alternate. And Stacy can't, so I guess put me down. Just the alternate. The next area is the Old Man River Regional Services Commission. So it has a counselor and an alternate as well. Currently, Matt is the counselor that serves on that, and the deputy, or Larry Nielsen, was alternate. Are you wanting to stay?
So previously I had a conflict, so I was on horse and the water commission, which meant the same to me. Also, I wasn't able to do both, so I'm happy to take one of those, right?
What do you?
I could, it's a coin flip. It doesn't matter to me.
Or nothing?
I mean, you did at one point mention that you may have some interest.
I do have a little bit. So
So, yeah,
if you take the water,
I can take the water
and
in.
then I'll take the Old Man River. Unless, are you interested in that, Stacy? At all?
I mean,
It's
I'm
all about
interested in all of them, but I can't do them all, so I have to.
Well, and next year we can rotate too a little bit as well.
Yeah.
So I will take that on. And
I could be the alternate.
Matt be the alternate. Okay, the next one is Regional 4 Mayor's Meeting. So I'd be assuming that I need to take that.
Typically, they meet Friday afternoons at noon.
Okay,
It rotates between Carson, Raymond, Stirling, and McGrath.
so this is, okay. So that's a little different than I was thinking. Okay. The next area is the Ridge Country Housing Authority. And who was on Ridge last time was Larry, so.
I could do that one.
Okay. And I understand with this one that Stirling is first on the list for a potential housing, seniors housing.
Yes, a co-funding model with province changes, which is, we'll get into that a little more when we talk about our Alberta municipalities representation. Because we have motion going before Alberta municipalities for lobbying the government.
Correct, to change that form. And it used to be different, used to be.
Yeah, 100% funded by the province with us providing land and servicing.
Okay, so on there, then we have Justin, which would be our rep. Is anyone interested in being an alternate for that?
For the Ridge County Housing Authority.
Yes, for the housing.
I can.
Okay, so Stacy. Okay, the next area is the Ridge Regional Public Safety Services Commission. I believe Matt was the representative on that, which is the peace officers. So are you wanting to stay?
Yeah, I'm happy to see that.
Is anyone else interested?
Good time.
Okay, and we'll put Nicole down as the alternate. It is actually a good group. After that, that's the main thing, is the Bridgewater Services Commission. Matt was serving and Larry Nessel, so we actually
Yeah,
have two. And so two counselors,
Do that one.
so Justin. And are you interested in water, Stace?
Well, I'm interested in water, but Justin can do it.
Okay, sounds good. So we have then Matt and Justin. The next one is the Ridge Utilities Ltd. And I believe Justin,
Yeah, I'm on it. I just started. So.
so you'd like to stay in that. Who else was that?
Garrett was, yeah.
Gary was on that. I was a part of the original group and I'm in the cooling off period, so I actually can't serve on that based on their bylaws.
Are you interested, Stacy? That's the application of our,
They only meet like twice a year.
Like as the alternate, you mean?
No,
no,
Or do
no,
you, so do both people go, I guess, to the meetings?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, not if you're an alternate, but in this case, there's two that go to the meeting.
Okay. Yeah, I can if nobody else is interested.
the next is the Stirling Cemetery Society. And they have one counselor that was appointed. Last time cemetery was Justin.
She did not that.
they had one meeting, didn't invite me.
Then I can understand.
Because they had changed.
It's didn't.
Okay, so, yeah, people are dying to get in. Are you interested, Stacy?
No,
Cemetery?
I'll pass.
I'll stand for it to do that. I feel good. And
So
Devin, you're.
Is Justin doing that again and then you're the alternate, Scott? Is that what's happening?
I think he stepped down, if I understood it
Oh,
correctly.
okay, okay.
I can't stand Matt's mom.
Yeah.
He's joking.
The next area is the Stirling Historic Society.
What? Giggle.
And who was on
That
that?
was Larry, but he's.
Well, he was the president. Are you interested? So Nicole is interested in serving that. Stacy, any interest in the Historic Society?
Mm,
Okay,
no,
the next is the Southern Alberta Chief of Elected Officials. Now it says counselor. Am I supposed to go to that or?
Yes, yeah, it's American.
Okay, so,
I believe that's Mears and Reeves.
yes. Okay, so put me down. After that is South Grove Regional Partnership. And it was Justin that was on South Grove. Are you wanting to say? Okay, and Sandra Nielsen was our community member that was appointed to that. So are you interested at all, Stacy?
what exactly is South Grove?
It's a regional economic development, so they're RETA, so they provide regional economic development assistance to the municipalities that participate with them as member municipalities. They got the handy bus for Milk River. They do some larger regional initiatives. And then they work on grant funding stuff for various projects. Like they're involved in the Canada's Western Gateway project for the Highway 4 corridor. They're involved in the Highway Agri-Food corridor and on Highway 3. So they kind of got their finger in all the pies that affect the regional area for all their member municipalities.
And right
Okay.
now they're a little bit of stress, as I understand, that funding potentially is being pulled by the province. So I'm sure there's a bit of work, sustainability long term. So Justin will stay and Sandra, you're good fit. And the last one that I see on here is County of Warner Regional Emergency Management Committee. Who was on that was Trevor last time. So, I would have interest, I guess. Are you interested, Stacy?
Yeah, yeah.
Are you?
But if that's something that you're interested in, you can as well.
Oh, no, it's okay. I think I have.
I know, I feel like I got a lot too, but it's okay.
Yeah, that's emergency management. It's good. It wouldn't follow that training that you took. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said, Scott. I'm sorry, it cut out.
So I'm giving that to you,
Okay,
as you expressed interest, so,
Yeah, we can have an alternate with that.
okay, and we'll put Nicole down as the alternate. Okay, maybe you read this all back.
Sorry.
So we currently have with Chief Mountain Regional Waste, Councillor Frost and Councillor or Mayor Barton. Then with the Chinook Arch, we have Deputy Mayor Mains and Councillor Davis. With Community Futures, we have Mayor Barton. With FCSS, we have Councillor Norris with Mayor Barton as the alternate. With ORSC, we have Mayor Barton and Councillor Foss as the alternate. For mayors is Mayor Barton. Rich Country Housing, we have Councillor Davis and Deputy Mayor Mains as an alternate. Peace Officer, we have Councillor Foss and Councillor Norris as an alternate. The Water Services Commission with Councillor Foss and Councillor Davis. Ridge Utilities, we have Councillor Davis and Deputy Mayor Mains. Stirling Cemetery Society, we have Mayor Barton. Stirling Historical Society, Councillor Norris. The Mears and Reeves, Mayor Barton. South Grove, we have Councillor Davis with community member Sandra Nelson, and with CalReps, Regional Management Committee, we have Deputy Mayor Mains and Councillor Norris.
Is anyone willing to make that motion? So Justin made that motion. All in favor? Now we're down to appointment of assessor.
We do have a contract with Benchmark, but the MGA requires us to appoint the assessor annually.
Okay, so we do have a contract with Benchmark Assessment Services. And the resolution reads to appoint Ryan Moe. Is that correct?
I believe so, yeah.
Of Benchmark Assessment as the village's designated assessor. Do we have anyone who wants to make that motion?
I'll make the motion.
Okay, Nicole made that motion. All in favor of that motion?
And now I just need you to decide two council members who will go to Alberta municipalities November 11th to Friday.
You say November 11th?
It's really interesting. I know.
So it's November,
Really?
Yeah, November 11th all the way till Friday, with the 14th.
Yeah, right.
I just need to know.
I'd like to bring.
Okay.
and
It's for council, yeah. The previous council approved me to send two counselors and that was it. So,
and that's what was within the budget, right?
yes,
Yeah, I mean, we can have that discussion. Sure, but
Yeah.
like at least two.
So we have Justin that's wanting to go, correct?
Just checking my schedule. Yeah, I'll be in the area.
Are you interested, Stacy, in going to that?
Is it the 11th all day or is it like in the evening of the 11th or is it?
11th is just early registration, so you check in for early registration, everything starts the Wednesday morning.
So the 12th, 13th, and 14th.
Yeah.
So 11th is the evening, so you would just come in later on.
Yeah. Yes.
And then after that, the 12th, 13th, and 14th. And it's in Calgary.
It's in Calgary, yeah. I've got rooms booked at the Hilton for counselors.
I can go if no one else is interested, yeah.
Don't sound so excited. Either way,
Sorry.
You explain what it is.
So we belong to an association called Alberta Municipalities. They represent all the urbans and it's a area where all the elected officials get together. There's training sessions that are offered. We were denied a meeting with the Minister of Municipal Affairs. But there are other ministers and other departments present, so it's an opportunity to connect and discuss issues with them. And we have a resolution going forward. That's where we're presenting our resolution for Alberta municipalities to lobby the government for seniors housing.
Are we able to go even if we were to like book our own room or is it
Well,
just?
council can pass a motion to get more. It's just a matter of finding hotel rooms and then getting you registered. So I've registered for 2 spots for council at this point.
So Stacy's interested. Matt, are you interested?
yeah, I mean, I'd be happy to go. I know we are going to, someone's gonna have to stand up in front and so I can speak into the microphone in front of a giant room full of people. So some people are not comfortable with that, but just making sure that you're.
I did hear that.
I know it's really worthy, especially where we're all new councilors, where there's a bunch of new councilors.
If you'd like, I could put it on the agenda for the 5th to add more spots.
Why don't we do that?
Yeah.
And, but, because I think it would be good, to be honest, if all of us could attend.
Yeah.
If that's possible within your schedules. And, I mean, Calgary has plenty of rooms, so we just may have to train someone with seeing or something.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. But I know that my first term, that's what we did the first time. Everybody went and after that.
Yeah, because there'll be specific training specifically for new counselors at this one, which would be beneficial to everyone.
I'll add that to the agenda and I can start working on rooms
Okay,
under the assumption that everybody can go.
okay. And so put it on the 5th.
Yeah, that way you can form a motion on the books.
Is there anything else that you
That just adjournment.
So is there anyone wanting to adjourn this meeting? Usually there's a specific person that likes to do it every time, so, and Gary's not here.
I'll make that motion.
So. What else do we got for us? Anything?
Municipal Planning Commission would go into that meeting, then we'll nominate the chair for the